It was ticks. That's what I was.
I saw a mosquito warning.
Oh, I saw a tick warning.
If I was mayor, like I like to imagine that like Eric Adams just got bit and he's like, put warning, warning citizens.
Fuck these bugs.
God damn.
Shit. Boom. Boom, baby. That might be a good one. Usually we are live. The audio is a little started before when we do these clips. And that one I kind of clicked after you said go, so I think this might be
Gotcha.
be the perfect one.
Yeah, when me and Brian start the podcast, it's a lot like when you try to launch a nuke. You have to turn the keys at the same time.
Two footballs.
We try and time the start of the video and the start of the audio.
Well, it's a lot like it in the sense of the timing, but it's very much unlike it in the gravity of the situation. There's no repercussions if we are off by pretty much any
the
amount
repercussions are another 4 seconds of editing.
Not even. It's like CapCut, you just click the sync audio and then it's just done. Yeah. I mean, maybe we have to.
It is that I do like that funny system for nukes where it's like this could destroy the world.
This needs to be a two-man decision.
This could destroy the world. I'm thinking 2 keys.
I guess the idea is that like one person's gone crazy and but then it's like.
But then why not 3 keys?
He can't have a crazy friend.
How about 10 keys?
Yeah.
Why are we stopping at 2? Where it's like,
well, then it's just like impractical. Like
that's
China
the
just
point.
nuked us. It's like shit. We need to get all 10 of those guys.
Everyone sync up.
One dude's on vacation. One guy's sick.
That's the Avengers. It's just like, I thought a fun way to pick the next president. If we wanted to go back to sort of like Sword in the Stone times, it's like if you pull the rock, you're king. It should be. If you guess the nuclear codes, you get to be president.
So just some super autistic kid from Nebraska who has
or some random
4497632. He's like, shit, he's our president.
Like this year's president is Nancy from Ohio. She put in her birthday plus the number 69.
Just a lottery.
Yeah.
I mean, how much worse off would we be if we just went full lottery style with the president?
It could be way better. It's going to be. There's
going to be some good years, some bad years.
Some real bad years. Yeah.
I mean, realistically, though, they have to go through so many hoops. Like, it's not like they're a dictator. Like, if Russia went lottery style or China, where they just kind of get to make all the rules, from what I understand, that could get a little nuts. But in America, like, if we put Joe Blow up there, Joe Biden was essentially not doing anything.
Nothing. Yeah.
I actually just saw the CNN reporter, God bless you, and God bless America. Happy 4th of July, everyone. The CNN interviewer for the Joe Biden-Trump debate where Biden was like a vegetable. He had a cold. He was like, he probably just got diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah.
He knew. Not that that's funny. But the CNN guy who you would think is supposed to be Team Biden, he probably is. He was doing a podcast where he was like, I could not believe they sent this man out there. Like, Trump showed up like 2 hours before, did camera checks. Like, he was like basically like any president has done.
Yeah.
But he was like, Trump was really show business about it. He's like, he was a professional. Whatever you think about him, he is very good. He's like, this camera's going to be there, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Biden showed up 30 minutes beforehand. He said he walked out and then he was like, he actually shuffled out. And they were passing notes, him and the interviewer that he was doing it with, and they were like, this is insane. He's fucked. they knew, dude.
Of course they knew.
And I was kind of thinking, when I was watching that debate, it really did seal to me who was going to win it. Like, regardless of who they put up there, because obviously...
Yeah, well, they took him off the docket, like...
After that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I
think it was a little bit further along, but
very soon after.
Quick.
Yeah.
That was clearly the deciding factor. Like, this man is...
You only get to do
senile.
Weekend at Bernie's at the White House one time. You only get one of those. You don't get 2 in a row. Yeah. That's crazy.
2, people start asking questions.
Yeah, 2. It's like, come on.
Should we do a little cheers?
Yeah, cheers.
My cube of ice is almost gone.
Looks like we're raging alcoholics. These look like giant glasses of whiskey we're drinking. Because they are. Because they are giant glasses of whiskey.
I just bought a new bottle, dude. I was feeling fresh.
You were like saying the ice is big. If I drink that whole glass, I'm gonna be fucked up. How many? What is this? How much is in here?
3 shots, maybe.
Okay, yeah, I'll get drunk off 3 shots. What are you talking
Get
about?
fucked up.
Whatever.
What's your fucked up? Like, how do you know if you're out on the prowl?
It's when I start wanting to go home. That's when I'm like, I'm fucked up.
Wait, so you're telling me I'm fucked up before I even leave the house?
I'm fucked up constantly.
I'm
fucked up at work all the time.
Dude, I was fucked up at 2 o'clock today. Just staring at the clock. I think to me, it's when I have that bathroom moment where you walk in, you look in the mirror, and you're just like, get it together, bro.
Yeah. Or you look in the mirror and you're like, gosh, my eyes are blue.
That's usually when I'm high. I remember, like, in college when we were smoking weed, it was, I lived in a complex with my friends, but I actually had a dorm that was a separate building, so I would always go home by myself. Mm-hmm. Like, I wouldn't have any friends at the end of the night, and I would just go to the bathroom to brush my teeth, the whole thing, and I would stare at the mirror for, like, way too long. I'm, like, basically going into every inch of detail on my face, and every time it would be, like, 10 minutes in, I'm like, dude, you're so high. Stop. Someone's going to see you.
I found weed is getting less and less fun the older I get. Yeah. It's very, because in college, it was
a lot
like,
more introspective now.
You'd smoke and you'd be like, man, Rick and Morty's hilarious. Now I smoke and I'm like, fuck, I'm almost 30. It's just, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be introspective at this age.
In college, I was like, ooh, look at that new zit. That's cool. I'm like, whoa. Now I'm like, that mole could be cancer.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Like, fucking.
No, it's so true. Weed is totally getting less and less fun.
Way less cool. And alcohol getting more and more.
Yeah, more and more effective.
Yeah.
As we drink our giant chalices of whiskey.
It looks like you got glasses of orange juice.
Sorry, let me wash it down with this beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the one that grabbed the beer.
Oh, dude. So last night I was at a bar and this dude comes in and he's so... Like, he's not stumbly, but he's very obviously fucked up.
Yeah, but he's clearly a professional.
Yeah, and he walks in, he squeezes next to me, and he starts talking to the bartender. He goes, I'm going to order... He turns to me, and he goes, I'm going to order a drink. And I'm like...
It's kind of implied.
I figured, I assumed. But anyway, so he goes, he starts talking to the bartender, and she comes... Because he's like, hey, I'd like to order a drink. And she comes over, and she's like, sure, what would you like? And he goes, what's your favorite musician? And she's like, what?
Sir, I have a lot of customers.
And he's like, what's your favorite musician? And she was like, no, I don't really know. He's like, come on. Steely Dan, Stevie Nicks, the Rolling Stones. He starts listing, and each one she's going, no. And he's like, you have to have one favorite musician. Like, for minutes.
How old is the bartender?
The bartender is like 30. This dude's like 50
70.
Or 60. And so after a while, finally, he orders a whiskey at the end. And she's like,
because she said chaperone?
Because she said, she goes, what kind of whiskey? He goes, whiskey. And she's like, oh, my God. So whatever. She gives him a random one. He turns to me, and he goes, stop trying to be likable. I was like, what?
He's got a point.
He goes, stop trying to be likable. You're ugly. I was like... What? And then so I look at him, this old fat guy, and I'm like, yeah, maybe one day I could be a looker like you. And he goes, if you're lucky. Just like very sincere.
I fucking love this guy.
So hammered. Oh my God. And so then he turns around and he goes and annoys someone else for a while.
Did you respect his comments towards you, or were you?
At this point, I'm like, he's drunk, he's fucked up, but in kind of a funny way. He doesn't seem dangerous.
Yeah.
Some random old dude comes up to me and says I'm ugly.
Was he saying it with joy or with anger?
It was like he was saying the truth. There was
Damn.
no... Yes.
That's so much worse.
Like, stop trying to be likable. You're ugly. I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, so he goes and annoys someone else. Then he comes back over. And finally, he's like going around the bar. He's annoyed enough people that the bartender is just telling him he's got to get out.
Yeah.
And it's like the dude bartender comes over to like help deal with it, whatever. And so they give him his check. And he's like, he turns to me and he's like, they give him a check with his card. He's all settled, whatever. He just to sign it and leave, whatever. And he turns to me and he goes, why won't they let me pay? And I'm like, you just have to sign it. You've paid. You just have to go. And he's like, dude, they won't. I'm trying to go, but they won't let me pay. And I'm like, no, your card is right here. They've given it back. You just have to sign this and leave.
They're forcing me to steal all the booze.
And he's like, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. You do me a favor. if they bring me my card back, I'll pay. And I'm like, your card is right here in front of you. And I'm pointing, I almost touched it. It was right here. You just have to sign and leave. Or don't even sign. Just take it and
Just
go.
go.
And finally he goes, oh, all right, I realized. And he's like, then he finally goes to start signing, turns to me, he's like, what should I tip him? And he's been such a pain to the bartender. I go, $100. That's what I told him. And he goes, and he writes out 100. And then I'm kind of like starting to giggle a little because obviously I was being sarcastic, but also tip them $100.
They probably deserve it.
He's being an asshole. And then he writes the 100. He goes to start signing, and he goes, "You give me $100," and he crumples it up and like the softest, like he was throwing it, but almost like dropped it on me. The crumpled up check. And so then the bartender comes over and he's like, "You got to go, man. Like you got to get out of here." And then he turns to me and he goes, "You know you're stupid."
Ugly and stupid.
Stupid. I've done nothing. I did tell him to tip $100, but
Well,
like it was.
Yeah, you robbed him essentially. Wait, did they pick up the check? The crumpled up check.
No, it was still on the floor when I left.
Did he sign it?
No, he didn't sign it. But he was just about to. He wrote the 100 in, and then did the math to add. It was like 100 plus 12, like something.
So he shafted him. He didn't even tip.
In the end, no. But they were like, "He just get out of here." Like he
Please.
was. And then it took them another 20
Did they have
minutes to get him out of there.
Physically remove him.
The bartender was like, being so aggressive verbally and kind of like jumping around it but not touching the guy, which was making me
You
laugh.
said he was like 60, 50?
Yeah.
Toss his ass.
That's the bar. He was bigger than this scrawny. Like, the bartender was kind of skinny, whatever. But the bartender was it was making me giggle a little because he was being so like, "You gotta get the fuck out of here," but he won't touch him. He's just dancing, and the old dude is like so not phased, and he's like, "Are you asking me nicely to leave?" It's just like not even moving.
You can tell this is not his
The
first
bartender's
rodeo.
like,
It's like a West Side Story where they just dance around each other, but no one wants to actually throw a punch.
and then I heard afterwards the bartender was not touching him because one of the patrons was filming the interaction the whole time.
You know-
and then the way that they got him out of there is some lady came over, the lady that was filming, and is like, "Richard?" She's like, "How do you know my name?" He's been screaming it for like 10 minutes. And
She's got his LinkedIn pulled
yeah,
up.
so she talks to him for a minute. She's like, "Why don't we all go outside?" And so the bartender and this lady
Damn.
and the old guy,
This is some like
all-
PC warrior over here.
all leave together. Like he just follows the lady out. Of course, you're a drunk 50-year-old dude. He
Any
follows-
woman speaks
Yeah.
to you, you're probably going to be like, "You know my name? Are we
Yeah,
married?" Honey?
So that was just crazy.
That's a fun story, though. Nice
Yeah.
little New York tale.
But I'm like, why are you being so insulting to me?
He's jealous of
And
your
then-
height and your looks, dude.
And then asking me how much he should
and your
tip.
brains.
It's like, are we pals or are we enemies? You need to pick a lane here.
I think when you're so drunk, everyone is your best friend and your worst enemy. It's a
Mm-hmm.
nice little combo. And that's why you are so quick to make friends and enemies when you're like you could be having the best conversation with a wasted guy, and then all of a sudden he'd be like, "What the fuck did you just say to me?" And he's like ready to kill you. But 30 seconds previous, he was like, "You're my brother," and I would give anything. It's a very tumultuous relationship.
Oh, and the other thing that was giving everyone anxiety is this guy had a cigarette in one hand and a lighter in the other, and he's going around the bar like putting it in his mouth. Like you think he's gonna light it every few seconds, and then he'll stop. He takes it out, but he like never. He just keeps on like feigning. He's like gonna light the cigarette in the bar. Not even. It's like he's like, "Oh, I forgot I'm gonna smoke this cigarette," and then he goes, "Oh, I'm in a bar." Like he just had that realization,
Reminding
like 4 or
himself.
5 times. Yeah.
I went to a bachelor party last weekend, and on our way up, we stopped at a gas station to grab some supplies, Zins, Gatorades, the usual pre-bachelor party. Yet we still got a bar, and middle of nowhere, New York, upstate. The gas station had lighters that were guns, like right at the counter. It was a pretty cool. It was like a little revolver. And my cousin was standing there, and I'm like, "Oh, dude, like they have gun lighters. Like you gonna?" And the cashier, like 35-year-old dude, he goes, "Oh, try it. Like give it a try." And I look at him like, "Is this one of those fucking shock lighters?" He's like, "Bro, come on." Like it's a lighter. I'm like, "Okay." I go, it was the fucking shock later. It
Got you.
Dude, he got me so good. My cousin thought it was hilarious. He thought it was hilarious. And I literally I was like, fuck you. I said, I hope you have a shitty ass day. And I had a smile on my face. That's what reminded me. Like,
okay, yeah,
you can yell at someone, tell them they're ugly, whatever. But if you're smiling, it's like,
that's fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I told him to have a shitty day. I hope you have a shit day. And walked out. And my cousin was like, that was kind of harsh. I'm like, one, I was smiling. Two, he literally just electrocuted me.
Yeah.
And I thought, because I remembered the gum. Like, everyone had that in middle school.
The most obvious gum in the world.
But
hey,
like,
you want this metal
in
piece
middle
of
school,
gum?
I totally fell for it.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I wouldn't. Because
Thank
it's
God,
like, I don't think
man.
I've even seen gum in the, like, single square. I don't even know what you call it.
It's the one piece conveniently sticking
they don't do
out.
that anymore.
Yeah.
But the lighter, I mean, what's the difference between a lighter and a shock button? Like, it's the same trigger, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, I asked him. He said no. So that was my faith.
He probably has a TikTok page where it's like, I electrocute my customers.
Dumb
like,
shocks,
dumb
gas
shock,
pumpers.
whatever. Yeah. That is funny.
Yeah,
I had
me.
a similar interaction recently. I was at some of the open mic, the Phoenix bar, and I was sitting, and it's a very small room, and I was sitting in the front, and you know, I should, this is bad etiquette, but I was sitting there, and I was on my phone the whole time. The one dude was on stage, just like doing whatever, not even really thinking about
Not
it.
even posting clips.
Nothing, just whatever. And then he as he wraps up his set, which didn't go great, he looks at me and he goes, I hope you bomb, man. I hope you bomb. And then he turns to the room. He's like, this guy's been on his phone the whole time.
Dude, he cooked you.
Yeah, and so then and I'm next. I'm going up next. And so he's like, for real, man. It's like, sincerely, I hope you bomb. And I was like, and I said to him,
Was he smiling?
No, he was very angry. And I said to him, I was like, you know what? That's fair. It's like, I was on my phone. You hope for me to bomb? Trade deal.
You should have gone up with your phone.
It's still been on it.
Like, hold on a second, guy.
Well, I went up and I was like, I'm gonna bomb anyway.
Did you bomb?
Really rough first half, but by the end, I had him, like, he was laughing at the jokes. Because it became a challenge, so I didn't even do what I wanted to work on. I just threw out all my best
The
jokes.
hammers.
And then by the end, I got
Haymaker.
him. And he's trapped himself because he cannot go on his phone not after that performance.
His mom calls. He's like, fuck, I have to.
He has to listen to everything I say because he's cornered
It's
himself.
one thing to check your phone.
was
How many
rude.
people were in the room?
The 10.
Yeah.
It was rude, and I was immediately in front of him, just sitting there. Like, I zoned out enough, I barely knew who was on stage.
Yeah.
I just knew I was coming up.
It
Whatever.
happens so many times during a work Zoom. I'm like, I'll start doing something else, work related. Like, I'm usually multitasking, and all of a sudden they'll start. Like, I have them in my earphones or something, and I hear like a topic that I totally should be listening to, and I chime in, and immediately I'm like, holy shit, they've said so many important things. Like, I could tell they're like, and as we just mentioned, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, they mentioned that. So it's very easy to, I mean, is that our fault or is that like Zuckerberg's fault or fucking?
That you zone out?
Just there's too much going on. Like,
Yeah.
our parents used to take cold calls and like, it was the phone and a notebook. Now I have like 4 different chat boxes, emails, like it's too much.
Yeah.
I have like 8 screens yelling at me.
Well, like it increases your productivity, but then they're like, great, now I can give you even more to do.
Now
It's not
every
like
single one of my tasks is getting 1/10 of my
it's not like it
attention.
lightens the load. It just makes you so you can do more.
I was thinking about the work from home lifestyle that we've all adopted since COVID. It started off so cool because you were like, yeah, dude, I'm home. Like, I can work my whatever hours, blah, blah, blah. But now it's like every hour you're expected to be on call.
Yeah.
And it kind of takes away from leaving work. Like, you never leave if work is your home. I mean, we're fucked. And then schools, do they even have snow days anymore? Or is it just like, yeah,
Just
log
Zoom
in from
days.
online?
Yeah.
Snow days were the tits.
That was
when we were-
awesome.
like, that was what you...
Like watching the news as it scrolled.
I don't think I've ever prayed for anything harder than a snow day. That was my religion.
It is nice that at the time, at least, when I remember you couldn't check a website, you literally woke up
my God.
and you watched the news.
Channel 12.
And you're just listening to schools and you're like, come on, baby. Like, it's like a little kid's lottery.
We were from Stanford, and I remember they would put, like, Stafford or something, and they would have the day off, and it was like Stanford. Fuck.
Yeah.
Half day. The worst was the delayed start. What are we doing here?
Dumb.
We get 2 hours to get, like, why?
And who's that good for? It's good for knowing your parents are still
parents
going to work.
Yeah,
your parents don't have a snow
harder.
day. Now they have to drop you off at 11 a.m. or whatever.
It's so true. It only fucks them harder.
Mm-hmm.
But snow days were the tits, because you had snow days when I turned like 16 or even earlier. When you just had to start shoveling, snow days were kind of a bummer.
What do you mean? When did you not have to shovel?
When I was like 10, 12.
You were 10 not shoveling, man? That's shoveling age. That was maybe peak shoveling age.
It might be. I guess I don't remember. I don't know. There was a point where snow day, I think it might have been college post. Okay. Yeah, maybe it was post high school. Where I was like, I'm not losing anything. Or I'm not gaining any days off, but I'm still just doing more work. There was a point where I was like, snow days are kind of annoying.
Yeah, the adulthood.
Yes.
Yeah. You eventually... It'd be bad if you're like 23. A snow day?
Well, like, if COVID didn't happen and we had no really good... If we were still going to work 5 days a week kind of thing, everyone, and a snowstorm took out New York and, like, to the point where we couldn't go to work and we would have a snow day, I think I'd be pretty giddy.
But would you just work from our laptops? Or you're saying pre-COVID?
Pre-COVID. Like, if... taking COVID aside.
Yeah.
It's hard to think of a non-COVID world, but I mean, if you were sick pre-COVID, you didn't work. Mm-hmm. Like you just, I mean, there was no, I guess maybe you could have answered some emails, but I don't think I had the infrastructure to work from home as much as I do now. It's like you have to work from home. And I could imagine a snow day being pretty fucking litty in a non-COVID world. Like, if I couldn't go to work, I don't know how... Because we have, like, servers and shit that weren't available.
Because of snow?
No, like, because... Like, I don't know how... Did you have... I've had the same job since pre- and post-COVID.
I never had a real job before COVID.
Yeah. Pre-COVID, if you didn't go into the office, you essentially couldn't work. Like, we have files that were all saved to our... whatever.
I see.
And when COVID hit, we had to adapt. And I think every company now... Unless you're super high, you know, value, whatever, you have a cloud, exactly.
Or if you're a carpenter.
Yeah. Well, those guys got fucked. Any trade got screwed. I mean, I feel like COVID was COVID bullshit? One of my super Republican friends posted some tweet that was like, they fell for COVID. You think they're not falling for everything kind of thing? And I was like, COVID was real. Like
it did happen.
Yeah.
It was too much, all the rules.
It was over exaggerated.
The government should issue warnings and recommendations, not be,
locking it down.
You're not allowed to leave unless yeah.
Because I get that it was scary for old people, but like, tell the old people then to stay.
And it's old people. Yeah. What are we? Who cares? Honestly. Oh no, the people that have already lived a full life are in danger.
Now they're coming after my non-full life?
The people that have 2 weeks to live might struggle.
Are we out of the grace period of making fun of COVID? Like in the heat of the moment, you would say like, "Oh, fucking COVID's bullshit." Someone would be like, "My grandmother's cousin died of COVID."
Yeah.
How dare you?
But it's like now it's... But then you'd talk to them and they'd be like, my chain-smoking, overweight, alcoholic grandmother
smoke her 10,000 cigarette because
died of COVID. And I'm like, well, that was maybe the final straw.
But I do think it was real, but I agree that it was completely blown out of proportion. The lockdowns were insane. Mm-hmm. I feel like we've done more damage with the lockdowns than we did help.
Yeah. I think so. This is maybe the most stereotypical podcast topic of all time. Were the COVID lockdowns good or bad?
No, it was. We're bringing it back.
We're bringing it back. Yeah, history repeats itself.
Throwback episode.
What is it? History doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. Vovid was terrible. No.
Flovid? Flovid sounds like a modern, like, anti-erection medicine.
Oh, I was thinking allergy medication. Flovid?
Honestly, Flovid might be an anti-allergy.
Yeah. Oh, did you see lightning bugs are making a comeback?
I saw like a tweet or something that said that.
I saw one in New York City. I was down by the water, and it was just flying around, and I just...
So is it real that we are seeing less, or was I just a child?
I did some reading about this.
Okay.
All right.
Give me the numbers. Run the stats.
I don't have the stats because it turns out real hard to count all the lightning bugs. But
they're tricky
very,
bastards.
very difficult to count. But there's... So, they produce this glowing material, which is super useful in certain, chemical reactions, and then also for biology research.
Useful for us?
Yeah, for us. And so a bunch of major companies, like chemical engineering and biological research companies, starting in the 50s and up until the late 90s, were hired. They would give you a penny per lightning bug turned in.
That sounds like a dangerous game.
It was. And so then they were spitting out, they had those numbers, and they were like, the Charles whatever research corps killed 17 million lightning bugs over the course of this time.
What did that run them up?
What?
What's 17 million divided by a penny?
So it's divided by 100, so 1.7, 170,000 lightning bugs. No, wait,
Dollars?
other way around. Say that one more time.
How much money did they make off 17 million lightning bugs at a penny a bug?
What? How much money did they make? They're spending money.
Oh, I thought they were getting...
No, they would give you kids would bring them a jar full of lightning bugs, and they'd be like, you get 5 pennies.
Oh, I assumed some conglomerate gathered 17 million lightning bugs.
No.
And donated...
Children mainly. Because again...
But you would think as a company, you see this opportunity, and you're like, let's fucking wrangle up a bajillion lightning bugs and cash out.
Yeah. You would, yeah. I don't know, but it was, according to the article I read, it was mainly children and whatever. People would create lores and stuff and or something.
We should have been cashing in, dude.
We missed it.
We missed
when
the
we
bubble.
Were from the ages of 0 to 5.
The lightning bug bubble?
Yeah. Which was, again, at a penny a bug. That's not a profitable endeavor unless you have some way to attract them
I'm thinking
all.
of these fisher boats that catch 10,000 salmon with a net. There could have been some stupid company, Apple comes in with, Fire Eye.
Apple becomes a firefly hunting company and a hard pivot.
Some guy's reading the paper. He's like, 1 penny per fucking bug.
Yeah.
Steve, you gotta check this out. So that's what fucked up the fireflies?
Yeah, that was a big thing. And then the habitat loss, obviously, whatever, water's bad. But apparently they're making a comeback. And I've said this for a while, because the lightning bugs used to be everywhere when we were young. And now you'd see 1 or 2 in the summertime.
I just assumed it was a growing up thing.
No, it's they were disappearing. But they're coming back. Lightning bug in New York City? That's crazy. Have you seen a lightning bug?
I have, for sure.
In Central Park? Where?
Yeah, it was the Central Park,
Okay,
actually.
but I was it wasn't near woods.
I feel I've seen them growing up a bunch, but still we lived in kind of a city area. But I've been where we went to school, Yukon, where I went to school, in a field at night, you would see a shit ton.
Mm-hmm.
I assumed it was a woods issue. So I wasn't sure if just me growing up and moving to New York was a...
Oh, that's what killed the fireflies?
You don't see many fireflies around here no more.
I was, in the article I was reading the comments, and one of the dudes was like, I contributed to this as a 10-year-old. I would hit them with a wiffle ball bat.
I personally...
No, he said, I would hit them all with a wiffle ball bat so that their glowy stuff splattered, and it would look more like a lightsaber at night. That's kind of funny. A great idea. If I was 10, I would have done that.
Well, I remember you would keep them in a jar.
Yeah.
And then they would always die.
Of course, you're not going to release them.
What do you feed a firefly?
Nothing. They glow for you for 2 days, and then they're
dance for me, dogs. But yeah, you know how you saw or you smelt more skunks when you were a kid?
Because it was weed.
Yeah. And I kind of assumed it was that kind of situation. Not, I don't know, just you noticed, I had this big snake, a stuffed snake when we were kids. And I remember not seeing it for a long time and then finding it when we were older. And I was like, did this thing fucking shrink?
Yeah.
What the hell? Mm-hmm. This thing was, Godzilla when I was a kid. And
playgrounds are the big one.
Yes.
Playgrounds are awesome.
You're
and then
that
all
was
of a
a
sudden,
castle. And you
you're
see, I am taller than this playground.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I assumed the firefly effect was.
But yeah, I would love...
Because what are you, catching fireflies on the weekends? No. You're catching beers and spliffs. Your life has changed, not the fireflies.
But, you still see the fireflies around. Honestly, if I was in college and there were a lot of fireflies, I'd catch some, for sure.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like I would react the same to a firefly now than I would 10 years ago.
Yeah, I did it when I saw that one down by the water. I grabbed it. I caught him. And then I tried to hold him, and I thought he would like.
And then I got my wiffle ball bat and I smeared him.
Well, I thought I opened my hand, and I thought he would fly away. So I kind of started like tipping my hand, and he just fell to the ground. And I was like,
probably murdered him.
I feel bad. Yeah, I just wanted to hold you for a sec.
Yeah, you didn't have that kind of remorse when you were a kid.
No,
a lot more forgiving with yourself.
You squeezed it a little as you put it in the jar.
Oops. On to the next one.
You won't need these legs in your new home.
Like every summer we get flies here, and they're usually pretty small. But last week, one of the days, it was literally like one day, there were 5 big ass flies in my room. Just all of a sudden. It's just like one day they are like, oh, Brian's room today. This is our attack. It's like this planned thing. So I put the glue traps out, and I put it where the flies were landing, like right above my lamps. And of course, once I put them down, they somehow know. Mm-hmm. But one of the flies was like right above it, and I like stood up and I got ready for him to move. And as soon as he moved, I tried to just smack him and kill him, but I smacked him into the glue board.
That's awesome.
And he stuck and was alive. And I was like, oh, should I kill him? Because he tried to move at first and then like clearly gave up. But I got close to him and I like flinched and he flinched. So I was like, all right, he's alive. And I'm not ashamed to admit, I let him live for like, dude, literally, for the next like 3-4 hours, I would walk into the room, flinch at him, he would flinch, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I fucking thought. And I let him live for like 3-4 hours, and then I was leaving for the weekend, and I looked at him, and I was like, all right, I'll kill you. Mm-hmm. But it did feel a little good, dude. He was big enough fly where I was like, like you piss me off? No, I'm gonna torture you.
I got one of those bug assault guns. You know what those are?
Yes,
they shoot
those things
assault.
Are awesome.
Now I used to get some flies.
You wait for bugs.
I get so pumped. There was one day like our garbage dude was slow and our hallway, my apartment building, was full of flies. And so some got in and I was like, it's hunting time. It was nice. I put a new batch of salt in there and it's just...
You're like a Floridian.
So fun.
Sitting at his door hoping someone breaks in.
Yes, I'm sitting there like... Because you have to get like a foot away, and it's just at that edge where it's like they might fly away if you're not careful.
But the blast it opens, no?
It does, but if you're too far away, sometimes you just
stuns them.
You got
to go for the knife.
You knock them down, and then they get back up. Sometimes I'll hit them with a stun hit, and then come in for the kill, and like take them out.
Like the bunt of the gun.
Yeah, like a Halo kill. Shatter my mirror.
We were up in Lake George last weekend for that bachelor party, and the bugs were insane up there. I have this crazy bug bite on my foot. A lot of the guys were sending pictures afterwards of these like really weird bug bite rashes. And we looked into it, and like basically when you kill the bug, if you splat it on you, its guts you're allergic to it or something. But we all have weird wounds from the bugs. But we were under the patio and there was a fan that like really did help if you had it cooking. So outside the fan, you would just see in the light, like, I don't know if I'm exaggerating, but 10,000 really, dude. So it was almost like you couldn't see past how many there were. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking how fun that salt shotgun would be. Yeah, I mean, you'd probably kill like 1,000 with a shot.
Well, or maybe it depresses you because you're shooting into this mass.
And nothing happens.
And nothing changes.
They're just
the same. Yeah. You're like, it never ends. You're like one of the 300 Spartan.
Yeah. Go ahead.
There was a mosquito warning in New York City. Did you see this?
I did.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
How do they check that? How do they know?
That's what the warning's for. It's like, we have no...
Who's the mosquito guy that sits there and is like, fuck, they're coming. You know, like, is there like...
Are you seeing these numbers?
We have mosquito sensors surrounding Manhattan. Like, how does they measure that?
They probably test a couple every... they have random
What do you mean
testing.
Test what?
Well, what was the warning for? Just like...
You mean like interrogate one of the mosquitoes? How many?
Who are you working for?
The bug assault gun point. How many of them? How many are there?
I thought it was like what the mosquitoes were carrying.
Oh, I thought it was like amount of mosquitoes.
It was ticks. That's what I was...
I saw a mosquito warning.
Oh, I saw a tick warning.
If I was mayor, like I like to imagine that like Eric Adams just got bit and he's like, put warning. Warning citizens.
Fuck these bugs.
God damn.
Shit. We had a rat I think there was a war on rats last year.
Oh, the rat czar posting.
No, yes, but it was like Eric Adams declared war on the rats.
Yeah.
And that was kind of hilarious because do you think the rats got like a notice? They were like, "Shit, we're in war."
Well, they watched CNN. They knew.
Those liberal rats.
Yeah. And the nice thing about Mayor Adams is, he is not being controlled by the rats because he has no hair. So he's safe.
He never wears a hat. Yeah.
He's one of the few people we can trust to not be.
You never know.
By a rat voiced by Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, Ratatouille is not just a fun film. It's a documentary, really, of what...
It's a warning.
It's like a signal.
What is the... Exodus? What's the Bible verse with all the apocalyptic predictions? It's got the 4 horsemen.
Totally a question I would ask you.
I don't know. Whatever. But anyway,
as our religious connect on this podcast.
Ratatouille was that for the modern world.
Do you like Ratatouille?
It's a great movie.
What's the guy's name?
Who?
The guy controlled by the rat. What's the rat's name and the guy's name? Let's go.
Rat's Remy.
Yep.
And
the guy has such a good name.
Giuseppe.
It's Linguini.
Linguini. That is good. Although a little, almost like racist.
A little too on
Italians. It's like if it was Chinese people, this is noodle.
I'm pretty sure it's Linguini.
It sounds right, but I think Linguini might be his last name.
Is it Luigi?
No, it's not. I would remember Luigi.
Am I approved to Google this?
Yeah, go for it.
Ratatouille. Let's just do cast. Full cast and crew. Gustav Linguini is his name. That is hilarious.
Is his first name Gustav, or is that someone else?
Oh, no. Gustav, that was the first character. Gusto. Linguini, Remy, Skinner, Django? That was Django.
You know that there was I think he's the one that killed the guy with a thumb. But you know that it was based on a true story? Not the rat controlling you part.
I was about to say. Am I missing something?
This beginning where Linguini's...
This beginning?
When the beginning when Linguini's father kills himself for losing his 4th star or whatever is based on an Italian chef that killed himself after he lost his...
France.
Or whatever. French chef. European chef that killed himself after he lost his Michelin star.
He committed suicide?
Yeah.
Oh, we shouldn't say that word on YouTube.
Oh.
He unalived himself?
Unalived. He self-pooped.
He's self-au-revoir.
Dude, I found, for better or worse, I've been on TikTok a little bit recently. And there's a...
What does that mean?
Well, just I hate that I'm on it. But, unfortunately, it's the only place anyone likes my comedy. Yeah. So it's... that's what I'm on now. But it's... I was watching this trend. Have you seen the Man of the Year trend? Where they go, let's give it up for the Man of the Year. And it's like 2 photos. The first photo is a selfie of whoever girl is doing this. And the second one is a screenshot of just the most horrendous text you could ever send anyone from a dude. Or the reverse, if it's a dude and it's a girl. And they're all lies. And everyone believes every single one of them.
Yeah, it's
because even one of them, first of all, it's like, let's give it up for the Man of the Year. And it swipes over and it's a girl texting this dude. And she goes, sorry, I would have texted you earlier. These guys just came in to comfort me and my mouth was full. Insane stuff. Or one was like, sorry I didn't get back to you. These guys, same things. Like these guys came in to comfort me and I felt like I should let them run a train on me so that they would... And everyone is like, I'm so sorry, bro. I can't believe this happened to you. This is awful.
Brother.
And it's just...
We're here to support.
And some of them are so obvious because one, it's a guy talking to a girl and the guy's going like, I love, you just look so grapeable. And I'm like, oh, how weird that this rapist texting you is making sure his lingo is TikTok appropriate. Like, what a crazy coincidence.
I don't want to get canceled here.
Yeah, I'm going to do grape. It's like, make sure that it doesn't hurt your algorithm.
I see grape used when, some news talker is like, this person was great.
Because they want it to do well on TikTok. Not when you're sending a nasty message to the girl you've been sexually abusing. Like that's not when
He's
you
like,
use
I want to
rape.
grape you, but make sure you post this
But
shit.
all the comments are just people like so sold, and I'm like, this is, yeah.
They could be bots, dude. You're new to the TikTok game.
I think it could be. I don't know.
I don't consider myself a professional, but I do feel like I have a good beat on social media because I just am a loser who spends too much time on social media, and I can immediately tell if something's fake. And I feel like when I read a comment, I'm like, that's a fake comment too. Like I don't know. I don't even like focus on those things because there's just like TikTok. I was talking to someone today. The TikTok shop has it's coming close to ruining TikTok because so many videos that feel real just like end up shilling you some stupid product. And the things they're selling are so dumb. Like, just go to Amazon. I guarantee you can get a better deal.
Yeah.
Amazon's awesome. Jeff Bezos can do whatever the fuck he could. You see, he was doing the foam parties with his wife.
No, what is that? Oh, foam.
Yeah.
No.
You don't know what a foam party is?
No, I know what a foam party is. I didn't see him do it with his wife.
He was just, basically everyone was like, wow, Jeff Bezos having a foam party with his wife. It's like, he could do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah. That's, what else are you going to do? What would anyone with a bajillion dollars? Well, I'm going to have a foam party with the hottest, whatever.
We should be happy he's drawing the line at just hanging out with his wife. He could be hanging out with your wife if he wanted to.
Yeah, thank God your wife wasn't invited to that foam party.
The guy who's mad about the phone party is just pissed because his wife went.
That's like the funniest way to get a divorce. Like, what happened is she went to Jeff Bezos' foam party.
I mean,
I know what happens at Jeff's foam parties.
as a husband, your wife gets a you have no connection to Jeff Bezos, nothing. And your wife gets a random invite to the Jeff Bezos phone party. Are you letting her go?
No. What? I'm going. I'm taking her invite.
I feel like you must not trust your future wife enough.
Not if she wants to go to Jeff Bezos' phone party. That's immediately I trusted
This could
her.
be an investment
Until that
opportunity.
moment, I did trust her. And then she's like, you know what? A phone party with Jeff Bezos could be fun. I'm like, you fucking bitch.
All right, he invites you. Are you going?
Yes.
That's horseshit.
Well, she's a fool for trusting me. I would have always gone with Jeff Bezos.
it was always Jeff.
It was
babe.
always Jeff.
You meant nothing to me. I don't know. I feel like any
Phone
as long
party
as it's
feels-
not like phone party freak off.
But what is no, Mike? It's not a wholesome phone party with Jeff Bezos.
It could be.
No, it is not. That is, come on.
He's got enough money to make anything wholesome.
Yeah, but no one uses their money that way. What are you talking about?
No one uses their money that way.
Yeah,
You're right.
wholesome. Also, if you're going for wholesome, it's not a phone party. It's, it's you say the rosary together.
Maybe he's trying to flip the narrative on phone party. He's sick and tired of all these horny dudes taking phone. Ooh, I just put a Zin in, and they give me hiccups.
Oh, I thought you swallowed it for a second. I'm like, that'd not be.
Have you ever done that?
I've only done a Zin once or twice. I don't like Zins. Good?
Yeah, it's just
Really?
the hiccups. Bad for content. Oh,
Oh my God.
it's just hiccups.
All right, well.
I was gonna say though, I don't remember something
Jeff
about
Bezos.
phone parties.
I feel it is a little lame to have $1 trillion and you go for phone party.
But what else is there?
Sex party in an underwater dome while sharks circle the dome.
Have you not been following the Diddy trial? He tried to push the boundaries. Phone party is like the PC version of a freak off. It's just a phone party. No baby oil.
Phone party is almost
Foam is
more.
way less lubricant than
Honestly,
oil.
if Diddy was doing phone parties, he would have gotten caught 10 years ago. Phone parties were way more obvious than what did he call them? The white parties?
Well, he had his whiteout.
And also,
I don't think that's
it's important to remember we're discussing an innocent man as of today. A man who only transported someone,
yeah,
right?
I was gonna say he
didn't
got
get sex
discharged
trafficking.
on like the three worst.
The
things.
sex trafficking
He's
ones.
still liable for up to 20 years,
Okay.
which I doubt he'll serve 20 years. 20 years is a long time for a 50-year-old man. Not to say that Diddy's innocent or
I
anything.
didn't totally understand it's like he's not guilty of sex trafficking, but he is guilty of transporting prostitutes. Is that right?
Yeah, that was like what
Something
I
like that?
understood as well.
I'm like, if that's not, what is sex trafficking if it's not transporting prostitutes? I thought that was the bread and butter.
I think the idea
sex trafficking
was that they weren't completely unaware of the situation.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like if he kidnapped them, that's sex trafficking. But the fact that he just like drove them or brought them, like he didn't
drive around a loose woman. You're liable 20 years.
I mean, like maybe not one loose woman. But
do you think it was just the jury being like, we can't let him off on everything? We'll be like, all right, you didn't sex traffic them, but you drove them around a little.
We saw the tapes. We got to do something here. Yeah. It must have been crazy. Imagine you just get pulled on the Diddy trial. Have you ever done jury duty?
No.
I've been summoned, but I remember we sat there all day. It wasn't the worst because I got the day off of work, and I was like, I have to. Like I had calls, and I was like, guys, sorry, the government is summoning me.
Yeah.
And I went for a day, and they pulled us into two rooms. One was like, it might have been the first where they asked if we had any knowledge of like New York or something, and every single person raised their hand. It was some like stupid broad question, and they were like, okay, go back. And then they called us in, and they were like, is anyone going to be available for the next, I think it was 6 months? And they were like, raise your hand if you have no obligations for the next 6 months. And this woman sitting next to me raised her hand, and then two dudes raised their hand. And the woman sitting next to me, I could tell, did not fully grasp the situation. Like she didn't look like she spoke the best English. And the two dudes that also raised their hands looked like bums. Like they were like, fuck yeah, 6 months.
They were like, I'm busy now.
You get like $9 an hour or something. You get paid for jury duty technically.
Yeah, and don't some companies pay you too?
Your job is supposed to pay you like minimum wage for the hours that you missed. Basically.
So this is like a 6 month pay.
I imagine the two guys that raised their hands didn't have jobs, and they were like, you get free food every day too. It's a good deal if you have nothing going on. This woman clearly did not understand, and when she went up, I heard the lawyer basically saying like, no, you were supposed to raise your hand if you couldn't, or if you could do this. And she was like, oh, immediately put her hand down.
She puts it down. She's like touching the floor.
Yeah, like they asked a room of 60 people, and two guys were like, yeah, I got nothing going on. The rest of us were like, of course we have. Like you all pulled us from our jobs. Yeah. It was the summer, and they were like, who could be here? They didn't say 6 months. They were like, a case that could possibly go to November. And I'm like, that's like sick. Yeah. And so everyone put their hands down. Those two people were like, yep. And then they just sent us home. And then it was like right before lunch. It was like 12:01 or something. And they were like, if we sign these papers by 12:30, we can technically let you leave for a half day. And I was like, could you give me the full day? And the guy was like, yeah, sure. He gave me the full day.
That's great.
And then he thanked me. He was like, thank you for your service. I was like, dude, thank you.
Service? Telling people I'm busy at some point in the next 6 months?
So jury duty was awesome.
There's a 50% chance your birthday is in that that time
Anything.
span. Yeah.
He was like, if you have a family wedding, I was like, yeah, I have like 4 weddings. But then he signed me for the whole day. I told my job, anyone watching, I totally took off that day and went home. Jury duty's awesome.
That's great.
There was Wi-Fi in that room.
That's good.
It's pretty sweet.
Okay.
I could have worked.
You sound like one of those guys that was pumped for the 6 months. Like, Wi-Fi here. I'm free for 6 months. Let's.
The before lunch thing, he was like, if we get you before 12, we don't have to feed y'all as well. It's like, that's kind of horseshit.
Get you before 12?
Like, they pulled us into those 2 rooms. You know, I had to get there at like 9 or something. And the first pull was at like 10. The next one was at like 11:45. And we all raised our hands. And it was like close enough to 12:30 where he was basically like, if I sign you guys all out before 12:30, we technically don't have to feed you as well. Because I guess if you're there for more than X hours, they're obliged to feed you, or obligated is a better word. Okay. And so I was like, I don't need the food, but can I just like be here for the day? He was like, yeah, I got you. They're pretty chill.
Yeah.
I will say though, when we walked into the room, you know, it's like I don't want to call it City Hall. It's where all like the judicial things happen in downtown New York. And it was really cool, the buildings. They're like big pillars. It's a little much.
Yeah.
Like you go there and it's like pillars that are as wide as this table up to the ceiling. They're huge. It looks like a lot of work. And I was texting my ex-roommate, who's a lawyer, and I was like, why do they make it so grand? Like, it is very intimidating. Like, if you were on trial or something, I could totally see yourself shitting your pants when you're walking up to those big-ass pillars. You're like, damn, this is fucking serious. And he's like, that's what it's for. Like, it's supposed to be scary.
Intimidating.
And we get in there, and there's, like, this beautiful ceiling, and one woman was trying to take a picture, and they're like, no photos, no photography. It's like, all right, bro, you guys forced me to be here.
Yeah.
Let me take a picture. A little selfie action.
Like, what is the downside of that picture?
Someone's going to see the ceiling and be like, oh, we got him now. There's a loophole.
She's redecorated in there. She wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
No photos. None. This is how it always was in here.
It did give me a nice little chill, though. I was like, damn, I really don't want to get arrested. Like, this does seem like they take it a little
Up
too...
until then, you were like, I could get arrested.
I don't know. Like, obviously, I didn't want to get arrested, but yeah, it does.
Spending one night in jail one time before I have real responsibilities.
You've never been in jail, have you?
No, but I'm just saying, like, that'd be a nice little kind of...
Street cred. That's
I know what I'm talking about on these... When you get behind bars...
You don't want to go to jail, son.
Meanwhile...
Trust me.
Meanwhile, I was just in the drunk tank for 10 hours.
Literally. Have you been in handcuffs?
Yeah. When we egged the houses.
Oh, yeah.
They
handcuffed you?
Yeah. Handcuffed me and put me in the back of a cop car like a real criminal.
I knew.
Yeah.
What's this we egged the houses?
Well, you egged houses too. You just didn't get caught for the one.
I don't think I threw an egg at a house.
You did one of the houses for sure. Because we egged a couple. And then the one where we got caught on, I threw that egg. And he
I remember saying, you couldn't reach that house. And you were
I
like,
could
yes,
reach
I
the
can.
house.
And dude, you fucking reached.
The worst is like, I think we've talked about it before. Our friend Tom, who I know tells this story differently, but this is the truth.
Minus the tears.
I felt bad because he went missing after we ran. We egged the house. The guy runs out.
Let's give full clarity. You threw the egg.
I threw the egg. The guy runs out immediately. He'd been egged in the past.
Yes, he'd been egged the past like 3 years in a row. This man was waiting at his door.
Yeah, sprints out. We all run away. And then Tom, our third friend, fourth friend, one of the friends with us,
like 5 of us,
was
yeah.
holding the eggs, and he's the one that got caught, even though he wasn't the one that threw it by this dude. And so I felt bad, and so I go back to look for him because we didn't know cops were involved. We just knew Tom had been captured.
We knew it wasn't good, but yeah.
Tom had been captured, and I was like, I threw it. I should at least go look for him. And I go to back, and there's cops there, and immediately they see me, and they're like, hey! I'm so suspicious. I'm a 12-year-old wandering.
We were older than 12, dude. We were 16.
No, we weren't. We were either 8th grade or freshman year of high school. I think it was 8th grade.
No, it was definitely high school.
Freshman year then.
Freshman year, sure.
But anyway.
But you're 15 in freshman year, 14.
Whatever. The point is, I'm going back, and the cops are like, hey, what? They pull, and I'm like, oh, I live around here. And the guy that captured Tom is like, no, you don't. It's like a 3-house cul-de-sac.
He's like, I have a list of every neighbor.
He's like, there's 3 houses. You don't live here. And so the cops pull me over to the cop car, and they're like, if this guy says he knows you, you're coming with us. And so my dumb ass is like, I'm going to squeeze in my cheeks a little. Maybe Tom won't recognize me. I like sucked him out. Like,
you give him mustache.
Yeah. And I'm like, Tom's never going to.
Bonjour.
So he starts flashing the light in the cop car, and it's just... He's in tears, and he's like shielding himself from the light. They open the door, and they're like, you know this guy? And he's just like, yes! Cuffs in the car.
You got the least in trouble than any of us that endeavor.
Yeah, I think so.
Because wasn't like your uncle home or something, and your parents?
No one was home with my dad's friend from England. And that was so funny. The cops brought me to the door. And they wouldn't let me in. They were like, call for your parents to come to the door. And so I yell out, and I just hear my father's British fan, hello, from the other room.
Dude, you must have loved that it was him who answered.
I do. Obviously, he's not going to keep a secret with me over my father. But anyway, I turn to the cops, and I'm like, my parents aren't home, but that's my dad's British friend. And they look at each other like, we guess that'll do.
At least he's a stern Brit. Like, I don't know.
So they let me go.
Wasn't the cop giving you tips to like plan a better escape route next time?
No, he wasn't, but he was asking how I got the eggs, and I was like, They're like, who's selling you eggs
Dude,
on Mischief Night?
Shame on Stop and Shop.
Well, I was like, yeah. Oh, did we do self-checkout?
Yes.
Yeah. I was
No. I mean, someone's like, I remember someone we bought 12 eggs as like 14, 15-year-olds on Halloween. We might have done self-checkout.
Yeah, but that's what they were wondering. But anyway, then the Ken, British guy, was like, either you can tell your parents or I can tell your... Or sorry. Either you can tell your parents or I can tell your parents.
Much more relatable now.
So I had to tell him.
But you definitely dumbed it down.
No, I got props because I said that I was going back to rescue Tom. That earned me props. It was a lot of mixed messaging where it was like, that was very nice of you to do, but also stupid. And it was,
But damn, we are so proud of you.
Well, even the lady who's the wife of the guy whose house we egged was like, this is what she said to me as I was getting loaded into the back of the cop car. Cuffed and stuffed. She goes, we would have pressed charges, but that was a nice thing you did for your friend.
What is the charge you press?
Vandalism, it's a bunch of whatever. You could get a slap on the wrist, something. But
it would have been a worse situation for Tom.
Yeah.
Just got invited to Tom's wedding. We got to make. We should go.
Yeah, we should.
I want to go.
Yeah, we should go. It's Baltimore. It's
Baltimore.
Close. It's easy.
Love you, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're watching.
He's definitely not.
I was looking at the bridesmaid. Does the wedding party? I actually hope Tom stop listening now. I was like, yeah.
Now Tom's focused in. This is the only part he cares about now.
I don't know. I was like, yeah, maybe there's some cute bridesmaids. Blah blah. There's like 6 on the bridal party side. The first 3, it's a best man, or no, what do you call it if you're the bridesmaids number 1?
Maid of honor.
It's the man of honor.
Wait, like there's no maid of honor. The maid of honor is a dude, is what you're saying.
Correct. And then the next
gay guy?
I would only assume.
Okay.
The next 2 are also bridesmen. So 3 of her 6 bridal.
Is Tom going to get cheated on immediately? Is Tom being cheated on right now? 3 of her wedding party are dudes?
Like the straightest dudes.
Yeah.
I've only seen, I think one of them might be her brother.
Okay.
So that's fair. But it's not the man of honor.
Weird to have your brother in your maid of whatever, your bridal. I don't know.
No, it's not. I've seen.
Those are the people that go to the bachelorette party.
No, I mean, you would assume, but.
Is Tom's just all hot babes? He's just like every girl he's ever dated.
There's no babe. She's bi. That would be his are all dudes.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, well,
I've got a lesbian friend I'd invite to my bachelor party.
Would she be in your bridal party or your?
Well, I wouldn't have a bridal party, but
would she be a groom's?
Probably not.
A groomswoman.
Too many brothers and like you and stuff. Like it's already too many.
That's where you would assume. I mean, I guess it's different if you're a woman with a bunch of gay friends because it's like you do want them involved. Totally fair, but you definitely get a little what is it? The man of honor is it's a nuanced term.
I think you get one homosexual in your thing. That's like of the opposite sex.
It just throws the numbers off because then
it's just very
Tom's
odd.
Gonna have at least one.
She's the only lady up there. It's gonna look like that meme of the one white lady and all the.
I've been in a wedding where we had more groomsmen than bridesmaids, and like when we walked down the aisle, we had to do 2 groomsmen to 1 bridesmaid. And like I think I had a girlfriend at the time. Like I didn't care, but I was like, this is a little emasculating.
It's odd.
I think our like you walk down the aisle for the wedding all nice and proper, but then you do the like, and now introducing the bridal party, and like sometimes you do a fun dance. We did a dance with the one girl, and we like fought over her, and it was funny. But I was like, I kind of hope I win this fight.
Yeah, now all of a sudden you're serious. You're like, back off, man.
Bro, I'm gonna flunk some. We're at 58 minutes.
Nice. Let's do jokes.
I guess.
We're in it.
Be careful with him.
Oh, sorry. He's well protected.
It's been through enough.
I don't know. What we have I think 5 jokes here. 3 of them from Michael Raffone, 2 from Michael Stand.
I'll take 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And I'll go first.
Go for it.
Here's my impression of a drug kingpin giving back to their neighborhood. Free meth for everyone. You check under your chair. You get some free meth, and you get some free meth.
It's like, you guys have done so much for me, allowing me to build this
Allow
drug
me to
empire.
give back.
It's time for me to give back. Free meth.
What a good guy.
My cousin is a pilot who recently got designated to fly the seaplanes.
The seaplanes?
There are only like 2 of them. Sorry. My cousin is a pilot who recently got designated to fly the seaplanes. He is a bit disappointed, but it's a huge step up from the D planes he was flying last summer.
And you don't want to get those F planes.
No, you don't want the
Ideally,
the
you want the A plane. B plane's fine.
B plane is,
C plane is, you're
again, just better than D planes.
you're pushing average.
Yeah. You're up. Oh, that was close.
We'll do this guy. You're telling me God hates the gays, but his book is literally called the Bible? Sounds like someone's projecting.
I guess. Well, he's like, you can be
The Bible?
It's all right if you're into both, but that's where I draw the line.
Yeah. It's kind of hot if the girls are into girls as well, but that is as far as I'll go.
If you're a girl, God's just a frat bro. He's like, if you're a girl, you can be bi, but everything else sucks.
It's a little sus. The Bible? Why not just the straight bull?
Before I started my career as a mortician, I worked at the suicide hotline, where I was a very bad employee.
Yes, do it.
I was like, this is going to be great for my business.
Oh, no, don't kill yourself. But if you do, please make sure to come to Mordecai's and Son.
Before you kill yourself, tell your loved ones about,
No, please don't, but here's my business card.
about the dead boys. I don't know. I guess you can't really have a punny mortician name. What do they call a funeral home name? I don't know.
The funeral home.
No, but it could be like
It's always like a Johnson and Sons. I think it's implied that like your
Zombie
father
Man
had
funeral home. The
There's still a chance funeral home.
yeah.
Are you sure?
He wasn't that great anyway. Funeral home. Like, don't lie about how he was just because he's dead now. Funeral home. It's very specific.
Yeah. Jim wasn't that bad of a guy.
Yeah.
Funeral. Here's my impression of a okay. Here's my impression of a masochist hitting his shin on a coffee table. Oh, fuck yeah. God, that's the stuff. Yes. Please, sir, may I have another? It's true. Yeah. I mean, masochist, you're just looking for all those terrible, like, baby corners.
Yeah, you can't lose as a masochist. It's like you go into a bar, you punch the biggest guy there in the face. He beats you up, unknowingly giving you exactly what you want.
Oh, bro. He's like, you're in for one. I'm like, don't you know it?
And he's not going to notice your erection until too late. All right, that's the Moose Lounge. We've had some smooth rhymes.
Some smooth rhymes and some good times.
Here at the Moose Lounge.
Thank you, everybody. Everybody, we mean Tom.